From Mars colonies to robot kids, their wildest ideas are starting to feel real. Here are 7 crazy predictions they made that still haven't happened yet. First of all, while we've mastered Earthbound adventures, the Simpsons took things to a whole other planet. One of the craziest Simpsons predictions yet to happen is about humans living on Mars. Yep, in season 16, episode 12, the show imagined a future where Marge and Homer actually moved to Mars. Not just a quick visit, they are straight up colonizing the red planet. It sounds wild, but it's not that far off. As of 2025, while we are not living on Mars, not even close, but companies like SpaceX and organizations like NASA are working hard to make it real. Elon Musk says that he wants to send people to Mars by the 2030s. Now, some people think that he's dreaming too big, but hey, that's how progress happens, right? NASA is also testing everything from Mars habitats to space farming. They even have people living in fake Mars bases right now just to see how humans would cope. So, could this Simpsons prediction come true? Maybe not tomorrow, but definitely someday. It might take 10, 20, or even 50 years, but it's not impossible. Once again, the Simpsons were ahead of their time. They have joked about the future so often that it's starting to feel like they know something that we don't. Mars, here we come? Maybe Homer was onto something all along. And speaking of technology gone wild, here's where the Simpsons get seriously dystopian. Let's talk about one of the craziest Simpsons predictions ever: robots taking over. In season 14, episode 7, They Saved Lisa's Brain, robots get smart, turn against humans, and completely take over Springfield. It is funny in the show, but honestly, it hits a little too close to home these days. Fast forward to 2025, and AI is everywhere. It is writing articles, answering phones, doing customer service, and even helping doctors. Some robots can even walk and talk like people. Sounds pretty cool, right? Well, it also freaks people out. What if they get too smart? What if they take all the jobs? Don't worry, there's no robot uprising just yet. We're still in charge for now. But the concerns are real. Experts are warning us about the risks of AI moving too fast. World leaders are even meeting up to talk about AI safety. It is that serious. So, were the Simpsons right? Well, kinda. Robots haven't kicked us out of our cities, but they are definitely shaking things up. We're not living in a robot-run world yet, but the idea doesn't seem so crazy anymore. Once again, the Simpsons predicted the future, just with a little extra chaos. So let's hope that we stay on the friendly side of the robots. Moving on, if robot uprisings weren't mind-bending enough, wait until you hear about eating without actually eating. Okay, now this one is just wild. Eating food through virtual reality. In season 11, episode 17, Part to the Future, the Simpsons show people tasting food with no chewing, no swallowing, just a full meal through a headset. Sounds pretty insane, right? But in 2025, scientists are actually working on it. There is a real thing called e-taste. It is a tiny device that you put in your mouth and it zaps your taste buds with fake flavors. Yes, you can taste cake, lemonade, even fish soup, all without eating a single bite. Pretty crazy, right? In tests, people guess the right flavors 90% of the time. Now that's not just a gimmick, that is real science. Now sure, you're not going to be having a VR steak dinner anytime soon, but with all the tech that we have now, like haptic gloves, smell simulators, and brain computer chips, it might not be that far away. Social media is already buzzing with people wondering if virtual food could be the next big thing. They made a joke, and now it's halfway to reality. No calories, no dishes. Just pop on your headset and taste the future. Honestly, if this ever happens, sign us up for dessert first. From virtual meals to very real global tensions, this next prediction hits uncomfortably close to current headlines. Alright, now this one is intense. World War III, as predicted by The Simpsons. In Season 9, Episode 19, Simpson Tide, Homer accidentally fires a sub-missile during a Navy drill. That one mistake spirals into a full-blown international conflict. Classic Homer, right? But fans couldn't help but notice how real it feels now. Fast forward to 2025 and things are, well, tense. We've got the Russian-Ukraine war still dragging on, conflicts flaring between Israel and Iran, and the US and China giving each other some serious side-eye. People on X are freaking out, posting maps, war theories, and WW3 loading memes like it is a video game. But let's take a breath. Yes, it is messy out there, but we're not in a world war. Experts say these are regional battles, not a global blowup. And thankfully, world leaders know that a full-scale war would be a disaster for everyone. So, was The Simpsons right? Sort of. They captured how one dumb move could spark some chaos. But for now, we are still safe from Homer-style international doom. The world may feel like it is on edge, edge, but we're not there yet. Still, maybe keep Homer out of the military, just to be safe. Moving from global chaos to bending the laws of physics itself, The Simpsons made time travel look as casual as changing channels. Let's talk about one of the wildest Simpsons predictions ever, time travel becoming normal. In season 23, episode 6, The Man in the Blue Flannel Pants, time travel is just casual. Characters bounce between time periods like they're switching TV channels. And of course, their Halloween specials go full sci-fi with time loops and dinosaur mess-ups. Now, in 2025, are we jumping through time? Sadly, no. But scientists are poking around the idea. They are studying wormholes, quantum stuff, and theories that are so confusing it would make your brain melt. Some researchers even managed to simulate baby wormholes using quantum computers. But don't get too excited, these aren't real portals, just fancy math experiments. For now, the only real time travel we have is astronauts aging a bit slower in space. Not exactly Marty McFly level action, huh? Still, some people on X love to post some wild theories. Some think time travel is being kept secret. Others say it is just around the corner. Spoiler, it's not. So, were The Simpsons right? Well, not yet, but they made it look super fun. Time travel isn't happening today, but maybe one day. We will be zipping through history like Homer. Until then, we'll just have to keep dreaming or binge more episodes. Jumping back to more Earthbound predictions, here is where The Simpsons tackled both politics and economics in one devastating combo. Okay, now this one is a classic. In season 10, episode 5 of The Simpsons, and again in Bart to the Future, the show predicted two huge things: a female US president and a massive economic meltdown. Lisa takes over the White House after President Trump leaves the country broke. Sound familiar? We'll fast forward to 2025. Where are we now? First off, we still haven't had a female president. Kamala Harris came close and is still a powerful figure, but the glass ceiling hasn't shattered yet. Not for now, anyway. And what about the economic collapse? Well, things are wobbly, but we are not falling apart. Inflation has cooled a bit, unemployment is steady, the stock market is doing okay, but experts are raising eyebrows at the rising debt, global trade issues, and political chaos. It's more like a shaky roller coaster than a full-blown crash. People on X were all over this during the 2024 election, posting side-by-sides of Lisa and real candidates. Some even joked The Simpsons knew. So, did they predict the future? Not completely, but they sure got close to the vibe. A woman in the White House still feels possible, and the economy? Well, let's just say we're holding our breath and watching reruns. And finally, for the most bizarre prediction that somehow feels perfectly normal in 2025, The Simpsons imagined replacing actual family members with artificial ones. Okay, now this one is hilarious and creepy. In Treehouse of Horror 16, The Simpsons literally replaced Bart with a robot named David. Yep, Bart falls into a coma, and Homer and Marge just swap him out for a shiny, polite robo-kid. David's perfect. Too perfect. He does chores, folds laundry, and even makes toys out of old clothes. Total upgrade, right? Well, until Bart wakes up and he sees that he has been replaced by a metallic goody two-shoes. Cue Robot Revenge. Bart builds a killer robot suit and fights David in true Simpsons style. It is chaotic, over the top, and ends with Homer dreaming the whole thing. Classic. But here's the fun part, and we're kinda living it now. We've got smart home assistants, AI toys, even robots that vacuum floors and talk back. Some people are already joking online. Give it a few years and we'll have robot siblings too. Are robot family members real yet? Not exactly. They can't love or joke like Bart or annoy you like he does, but they can follow commands and be eerily helpful. The Simpsons may have played it for laughs, but the idea isn't so far off anymore. So, ready to swap your sibling for a robot? Just kidding. Maybe. Thank you for watching. The future might seem wild, but if The Simpsons dreamed it, don't be shocked when it happens. Which prediction do you think will come true first? Drop a comment, hit a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more.